Hello, dear friends. If the enemy makes a mistake, do not distract him, said Napoleon. That is and has been the White Hat's strategy, but they will have to intervene at some point. Opinion piece. February equal purification. Relief time. Welcome February. Ascension energy. New programming. Aquarius in full swing. Solar storm on Sunday. Accelerated transformation. Crazy February and a little bit of March. It's not just a month, it's much more. On Saint Blas, plant figs and you will eat. No day is like another in February. Let's start. February is derived from the Latin februarius, which means purification or atonement for corruption or contamination. This name is related to Roman festivities of cleansing, purification, sanitation, disinfection, purging, and catharsis that used to take place during this month. The zodiac sign of Aquarius covers much of February, generally running from January 20th to February 18th. The update portal began on February 2nd, will peak on February 11th, and end on February 22nd. It is a 20-day period of accelerated transformation. By completing this update, your vibrational field is attuned to this new version of yourself and until the next update in August during the 888 portal. May the month of February teach you that darkness can be just the beginning of something beautiful. January is a month to think and reflect. February is a time to take action and go for it. February is not a month of regrets. It is a month to shake off the laziness of January and take action. The month of love and friendship has arrived. Although February is the shortest month of the year, sometimes it seems like the longest. Make the most of it. On Saint Blas, February 3rd, plant figs and you will eat everything in due time. The February sun rarely lasts an entire day in the northern hemisphere. In crazy February, no day is like another. Valentine's Day, February 14th, is a celebration in which people express their affection to their loved ones, often exchanging cards, flowers, and gifts. The second month of the year is quite cold, and we are not just referring to the weather. Spirits are usually low in February, but it's only because we don't realize that spring is just around the corner. Month of sadness or month of love? You choose. February is the month of love, and true love never dies. It only gets stronger with time. Ascension energy. February's energy code supports us to move to another level of growth, freedom, and creative expression. Incredible creative energy is flowing to awaken humankind and activate our soul purpose. This is a monumental moment of personal evolution that will transform us to our core, says Samantha Ortlieb. This month, we are in an update that gives us the advantage to free ourselves from karmic patterns and emotional trauma that linger in our consciousness and in our conscious and unconscious mind and body, and therefore find a more solid foundation to move forward in our earthly journey. As we release conformity and let go of past pain, we become stronger in who we are and can connect more passionately to our life's purpose. The weight of the past is being lifted. Your body is healing and your frequency is changing. You will continue this month to assimilate the lessons necessary to transform your past into personal empowerment, healthier boundaries, and increased self-esteem. Changes will occur through this update to inform and illuminate your higher mind so that you can let go of the fear of what you know and take risks to move into a new layer of being and living. Prepare for deep healing, integration, and ascension. Relief time. According to Emmanuel Dagger, momentous changes are taking place in the sky, which is why the first weeks of 2024 seemed a little difficult. The weather we find ourselves is now is unprecedented. Things that once seemed impossible to the rational mind are now becoming a normal part of life. February brings great relief for all of us, especially when it comes to our physical and emotional well-being. It is now more evident than ever that we focus on is expanding in two different ways. First, for those operating from a survival-based primary consciousness, things are becoming much more challenging and intense. Second, for those who operate from a compassionate, loving consciousness, are awake and opportunities to expand, heal, and evolve in joyful ways are appearing everywhere. February offers everyone a moment of relief, especially when it comes to any challenges we are experiencing. This opening in energy is designed to help us easily experience what it is like to operate outside of autopilot mode. It offers a clear reference point for what it feels like to be present, to recognize the personal patterns, behaviors, routines, and actions that we have outgrown and are ready to let go of. This energetic opening is also designed to help us learn what new patterns, behaviors, routines, and actions can help us align with the purest, most abundant, and most empowered aspects of ourselves. If we can learn the lessons and integrate into our lives the new blessings that this time of release offers, we will find that life will be much more pleasant and satisfying, and we will have a much more peaceful experience in the months and years to come. Miracles. The miracles you seek can come true with the light of your soul. By tuning your current frequency with that of the soul, says Keshe. Remember daily the light within you by reciting the soul invocation mantra. I am the soul, I am the divine light, I am the divine love, I am the divine will, I am the divine design. Let go of the fear, doubt, and worry of the third dimensional plane and its solutions. You are spiritual light, electricity in motion. Allow yourself to navigate freely in the current realm, as you do in the higher realms. Feel one with your higher self. Everything that appears as an obstacle is nothing more than an illusion. You are unlimited. Breaking news. Solar storm on Sunday. On Thursday, February 1st, a filament of magnetism erupted in the northern hemisphere of the Sun, launching a flare into space. Most of the solar waves will sail north of our planet, but not all. A NASA model predicts an indirect strike on Sunday, February 4th, which could trigger a geomagnetic storm with auroras at high latitudes. A massive fire at Feather Crest Farm in Texas has raised suspicions of more food sabotage, as several chicken coops were burnt. It appears that more sabotage is being carried out against the food infrastructure. Meanwhile, agriculture commissioners representing 12 states have issued a huge warning to megabanks, saying their investment guidelines are a war on farms and would lead to the collapse of agriculture and food infrastructure. Chaos breaks out in Brussels. Rubber bullets and water cannons were used against hundreds of European farmers protesting outside the European Union Parliament building in Brussels on Thursday. Farmers threw eggs, set off fireworks and started fires near the building as they demanded that European leaders stop punishing them with more taxes and rising costs to fund the so-called green agenda. The protests coincide with the summit of the European Union leaders on Thursday, at which farmers called on them to repeal agricultural and environmental regulations enforced by leaders in Brussels. Farmers reportedly broke barricades outside Parliament and also lit smoke bombs. The protests come as European Union leaders meet to discuss a $50 billion aid package for Ukraine. Growing unrest over Europe's punishment of farmers has also been seen in Italy, Portugal, France, Greece, and Germany, as farmers express outrage over green regulations and cheap imports. Satellite constellation. Something unprecedented is happening in Earth's orbit. In just a few years, the satellite population has skyrocketed, more than doubling since 2020. In the last year alone, more satellites were launched than during the first 30 years of the space age. Much of this activity is driven by SpaceX and its growing mega-constellations of Starlink internet satellites. Legends of Immortals. Moses had a mysterious companion, the Hydr, the master of the lowly, who, according to the myth, is still alive. He renews his youth every 120 years and travels the world practicing alchemy. Saint John the Evangelist must also live until the glorious Christ comes, according to the legend. And legend says that King Arthur and the wizard Merlin are asleep and will wake up one day to fight the Antichrist when he tries to take over the Holy Grail. And that's all for today. Thanks a lot, dear friends.